One of the reasons some students are sexually active is because they haven't been taught another option. So if no one teaches me how to say no, and teaches me how to preserve my body, and teaches me how to focus in on something else more positive, what else am I going to do?
It is crucial that we prevent children from having children before they're economically, emotionally, academically, in all areas. They're not prepared to actually rear those children in a stable home environment.
Teen pregnancy intervention is extremely important in this community because it is happening and there are ways to prevent it.
Evidence-based programs basically says that information in that particular curriculum has been researched, studied, and proven to be effective if taught in its fidelity.
One of the programs that we use at this organization, evidence-based, is the Making a Difference curriculum, which is a specific program that I am a facilitator over, and I get the opportunity to work with 5th to 8th graders. We get a chance to talk to them about puberty, sexually transmitted diseases, HIV, AIDS, just knowing how to respond when they are under sexual pressure, and so that's one of the programs that I've worked with here.
We've selected an evidence-based curriculum to implement in that program called FACT, Promoting Health Among Teens.
The specifics of the curriculum, of the FACT curriculum, is an 8-week module, 8-week program. And it's set up for 8 workshops, 8 modules. And each module is built upon one another.
One week they may learn about their bodies. One week they may learn about HIV. The next week they'll learn about STDs. The following week they'll learn about pregnancy and how to negotiate those. So it takes them step by step each week in each one of these processes so that when they finish at the end of 8 weeks, they're better equipped in being able to negotiate those circumstances.
We're going to give them little techniques, little tools that they can have in their toolbox so that say when you're in a situation like this, try this. This will help you.
There's a lot of sexual pressure in today's society, and we want them to be prepared for that and not to get caught up in everything else that they see, but know factual information, which again is why we go with the evidence-based curriculum.
The Promoting Health Among Teens Abstinence Intervention Program is working. For our organization, from what I have seen, and I can actually say that because of the feedback that we get from parents, the feedback we get from partners in the community, and most of all, the feedback we get from the young people. It is definitely making a difference.
Just knowing that when the student come back and say that I made the decision to wait. My boyfriend or girlfriend wanted to have sex and I did not want to do it because I've gone through this program. I didn't have a voice before, now I have a voice, and I believe in myself that when I say no, then my no means no. That is the one thing that drives us.
I've seen how people leave the classroom with a different perspective. They're not leaving saying, I'm doing this just because. They're actually making a conscious decision to say, I'm making healthier choices now because I want to make healthier choices, because I know if I don't make healthier choices, there's going to be consequences, and I can't blame anyone but myself.
They have a better understanding now. In order for me to finish high school and to go to college and to achieve my career goals, you know, it can still happen whether I have a baby or not, but there are consequences. And the likelihood of me achieving everything I want to achieve with a child is going to be much more difficult.
I think the beauty about having an evidence-based program, again, it's already been proven to work. And so if you're not the type of person who wants to go out there and recreate the wheel, but you want something that has been proven to work so that you can go out into the community and serve, this is a prime opportunity to be able to do that.
I guess the process for organizing these type of programs and getting started is, number one, you really have to have a heart for what you're going to do and a passion for it. And then after that, you have to, of course, have the financial. You can't do anything without funds, without money. You've got to have the financial support. And we're, constantly in the process of developing those relationships.
The website, Our Town for Teens, as well as the Department of State Health Services website, comprise a wealth of information on positive youth development programs, evidence-based programs, various services, funding opportunities. It's just a wealth of information that help us expand the services that we're already providing.
Whether you use the Making a Difference curriculum or somebody else's book, that gives you the skills or the tools that you need to go out and make that impact.
It has to involve not just the youth that are out there, but the educators, the parents, the families, the entire community. You know, there's a saying, it takes a village to raise a kid. I think it takes the whole community to impact, to create sustainable communities and to make a serious impact.
Start small. Start with 5 kids. Make a change in their lives and then grow it out from there.